Season 60, War number 8. Today we've matched up against DSVG, and the bands are Bastion, Corvus, Mr. Sinister, Okoye, and Crossbones. And my team today is going to be Vox, Spider-Woman, and Jean Grey. And we're going to start today on Path 1 against this Man-Thing here, which is pretty much a nothing fight for Spider-Woman. I do need to be a little bit cautious of his power because he has plenty of opportunity to nullify me from the amount of Furies that I'm getting. But every time that Spider-Woman has a Fury buff nullified, she's going to place a 2-second Wither on the opponent, and then that'll lower their Mystic Dispersion potency by 50%, which is definitely helpful. Helps me limit a little bit of how many special attacks he's getting and how quick he gets to them. But overall, it's just there's really not much to this. He's going to die from the Power Sting right there, and that was barely a 30-second fight. So we'll move on to fight this Black Panther here on Node 10. This fight I've taken before. It does not go nearly as well as it did the first time, because this one I definitely struggled a little bit. I think I get hit by an SP1 early on, right there, and then lost a good bit of my health. And we're also playing with the Gene bug, where I can't see the power thresholds. I just have to know where they are. And then I drop a special one to his block. I'm like, okay, so I guess I need to restart the fight. So I'm baiting a heavy attack, finally get it off of him. And then, I'm going to drop a special one finally. And we have 10 Neuros, which is not the ideal amount I'd like to have, but it's something. So we're going to go ahead and rush to a special 2 now, and then I know I have the uncanny passives active. I just can't see exactly where the threshold is. I just have to kind of know that it's going to be at 1.5 bars of power, so I drop it right there, and then he's down to 11%, and I'm like, okay, that's why I wish I didn't mess up my special 1 earlier, because then I would have killed him. The game is freaking laggy right now. Somehow my relic gets blocked. But I dropped the special 1 here, and there's plenty of damage to kill him. So, he goes down a little over a minute, not clean at all, but it went fine. Now we're going to go fight this Prowler here on Node 20 with Vox, and this is pretty nothing. I'm not even going to worry about the Vitality, because I'm just going to do so much damage to the regen anyway. So he's stacking a bunch of Vitality here, but I really could care less. It's also a power drain node that Vox is immune to, so this placement is very weird. Because why would you place a tech champ on a node that's going to power drain when most Cosmics are immune to that? I don't know. Probably not something I should be talking about, but either way, we're going to kill him in just one 16 Legion cycle. Because I'm going to drop my special 1 right here, and he's gone. So, we're going to move on to fight this Lumitrix here on Node 29 next. Taken this fight multiple times before. You don't need Odin for it, as long as you play clean. So that's just the whole goal. EMP mod will happen, but Jean's Force Field will absorb a lot of the damage. I start with a light attack in that fight because he's stun immune, and I don't really want to get him charging as heavy for an evade. And then, when I have the Neuros up, I can't miss, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit into him after the special 1, just like that. And my special 1's dropped, and now I just need to rush to special 2, and then he's going to die. So I'm baiting the special 1 here. He's not throwing it, but then he finally does. And I somehow get hit by it. I don't really know what happened there, but it's annoying, but it's fine. And then he dropped the special 1 and he's dead. So the Nero's already doing a crap ton of damage to him. He's at 26%, and I haven't even dropped a special 2 in that fight. So he went down pretty easily. That was probably a rank 3 Lumitrix, because that fight felt very fast. So now we're gonna go fight this future Ant-Man here on Node 39. Vox is not tactic attack, so we have power detonations to worry about, but when we have 4 or 5 unique buffs almost at all times, we don't really care about Rich Get Richer, and we just kind of abuse it. So I am going to work on intercepting sometimes to get rid of his armor, but I'm also just going to slow play a lot in this fight and just do as much damage as I can before he even drops the special attack, so I'm going to go for my special 2 right there. Glance is the first hit, of course, but only one glance after that, so it was not the end of the world. And see here, even with him having all the unstoppable and stuff, we're still controlling Rich Get Richer. I have like a stupid amount of unique buffs. So yeah, this one, I honestly was maybe worried about this the most as far as my minis went, and clearly I didn't need to be, because Vox is making very quick work of it, and the fight goes down right there. And yeah, that probably was the mini I was worried about the most. This one or the next one, this Gentle here where I'm taking with Spider-Woman. This one should be fine. We need to get the Ensnare up as fast as possible to counter Mixmaster, so I'm just going to like medium light a couple times early on. Go ahead and Dex a little bit, because that'll place Debilitates every time I do that. So that once I do place the Ensnare, it'll last longer, of course. I got a little lucky there. I don't really know what I was thinking, but anyway, I see the Ensnare is active there, and now we start hitting him. And I want to bait only special 1s in this fight. Not particular reason why. I don't really want him dropping a special 2 that I could somehow get clipped by, I guess. I don't really know. That shouldn't ever be happening, and if I get clipped by that, I kind of suck, but I don't know. I'm only going to bait special 1s in this fight. He does get a physical resist, which, you know, reduces my damage somewhat, but when we're a power sting champ, that doesn't really matter. So the whole thing is like, I can either fail as unstoppable with my Ensnare, or I get the evade buff, which is what happens there. Except I, for some reason, accidentally parry, so he gets the pursuit, and that's annoying. But yeah, I didn't mean to parry there for sure. I should just have let my evade do its thing. So he drops his special 2 right there. I don't get a dex on it, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. I get my evade buff, but he gets pursuit, which I didn't think he would be getting pursuit in this fight, but clearly he is. So that could have been a lot worse, but luckily it's not going to be, and he's gonna die right there. So yeah, I need to look back and see why he's getting pursuit there, because I'm not. That's the second time I didn't parry him, so I don't really know why it was happening. But it didn't matter, I guess. As long as I didn't get the soul barb on me, there was very little chance I was dying to that fight. So now we're gonna go fight this MCoC, which is just another really weird placement. Vox is like MCoc's arguably best counter, and it's hazard shift, poison, rupture, and he's immune to poison. So yeah, now that we've dropped a special 1, there's physically no auto block for the rest of the fight. Like, there's literally no possible way I can get auto blocked. The only thing that could possibly happen would be if I dropped a special 2, and I used that special 2 to place degens instead of consume them. So yeah, we're just gonna play chill in the rupture phase, hit him a good bit in the poison phase. We get 3 dex buffs on the special 1, so that's nice. He's not throwing heavies, which is annoying. I thought I was going to go to 2 bars there, which I really didn't want to do, and luckily I didn't. So now I'm just trying to get him to block and just chill during the rupture phase. But he's playing pretty aggressive, and I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. If I get cornered, I'll just drop the special, which I didn't get cornered, but I got kind of close. So a little annoying, but not a big deal. He drops his special 1 there, and then we have like 10 precisions, so we're just critting a crap ton. And I'm going to drop my special 2, or not actually, and he's dead. So yeah, down goes MCoC, and we have one more mini with Vox. This is going to be Sentinel on node 47. So my PS1 boost is still active, which is good, because I want to go to a special 2 instantly with Vox here. And the reason for that is because I want that permanent vigilance to make it to where the falter node just isn't a thing. And then, yeah, you're going to see me make sure I keep a bunch of uptime on the vigilance, because I do not want to worry about the falter node ever. If I can make it to where I don't have to worry about the falter node, it's kind of just like manage Sentinel's kit and fight or flight, and it's really easy. So I place the falter on him, and then 17 degens, which is cool. Got a dash back in just a moment to get the unstoppable on me, which is exactly what I do. As the power efficiency goes up, it kind of means I get to play less aggressive, which is annoying, but it's fine. So here I'm going to get the unstoppable, and then I'm going to rush to a special 2 again. And the reason I'm not dropping a special 1 is because if I do, I'm going to lose that Vigilance, because the Vigilance is going to turn into a degen, and I'd get an Undermine instead of a Vigilance because I would drop a special 1. So we're making this fight last a little longer than it probably should, because I am rushing to a special 2 again. But it's, at the end of the day, it's not going to be a big deal. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and drop the special 2 right here. We get that Vigilance active, and then it's going to expire right there, and we get the corrupted version, and Sentinel is going to last like 5 seconds after that. So yeah, that's that many, and then we are just going to finish the war with the final boss, which I'm going to speed up because I've taken the Yelena boss with Jean like 7 times already, so there's not really much new to it. And yeah, this is no different except for the fact that I have the bug to where I can't see exactly where my power threshold is, so I just have to memorize it, and that doesn't really impact anything in the fight. She was being a little annoying at the start. I would ideally like to have 12 Neros when I do the special 1 first, and then, you know, a few additional to make it over 12 with the last hit. But it's fine. I'm just going to go for a heavy into a special 2 there, and she's already down to 66% health. Dex the special 2 is just fine. And then we just need to start re-ramping because I don't have any Neuros. So I dex the special 2 once more. And then she is 55%, and you're going to see me play passive when she's going to go below 50 because I don't want to get the 50 combo, which is exactly what I do. So then we're going to heavy into a special 2 again, and she's down to 26%, but unfortunately she's in the elimination mode, so I have to take a little bit of time to get that off. So it's fine, it just takes like 45 seconds. Hit her block a bunch, hit her with double mediums when she doesn't have the impact, and now she's in observation again, so it's just about doing the SP1, SP2 again, and that'll kill her. So we're going to go ahead and get the special 1 off with 9 Neros, and then we get 13 at the end, and then I'm going to go ahead and build up to a special 2, relic, heavy, cancel into it, and she dies. So we do that right here, heavy, special 2, gone. So yeah, the boss just went like the past attempts do, and we do win this war 6-16. So GG's DSVG, still no war rating change, so I don't really understand how this is all working, but we're currently sitting at 7th, which is pretty awesome. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.